The title of the video: why Islam is the true religion, not Hinduism. Question and answers. Okay, go.
And what does Islam say about Hinduism? Brother Yusuf Chambers, would you like to answer that question?
Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wa salatu wa salam wa rasulullah kareem. Now, when looking at the Quran objectively, intelligently, and rationally, one can see that this book could not have been from a man. It could not have been from a man or a collection of men or women. It had to have come from the divine. Why?
Why?
Now, the Quran has many pieces of information in it, contained within it, when it was revealed, could not have been known by any human beings at the time.
No way.
There are scientific statements that were not known. For example, it wasn't until 1512 that Galileo spoke about the sun being at the center of the universe, and he said it was stationary. He said it was not moving. And that was 1512. Like 700 years before that, the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ had revealed in that book from the angel Gabriel that the sun was moving in its own orbit and the moon was moving in its own orbit. This is an impossibility.
You see, he just mentioned something is a mistake in the Quran and he tried to make it the opposite. According to Muhammad, the sun moves every day. When Muhammad, he said the sun moving in a course, Muhammad was explaining the movement of the sun every day from the east to the west, just to show you how they lie. This is what Muhammad said. I will put it for you on the screen. I cannot believe how much they lie. I mean, and all those Muslims who they are sitting, don't you really know that this is not what had happened? Don't they really know that Muhammad, he said the opposite? Muhammad, he believed that the sun is going around the earth. First of all, Muhammad, he believed that the sun rises from between the two horns of Shaitan. Do you know where the sun goes? Do you know? We just heard him saying that Muhammad discovered that the sun is moving, but he will not tell you that he's talking about the daily moving. So Muhammad, he looked at the sun. He said, do you know where the sun goes? They said to him, Prophet, you and Allah knows best. He says it goes and lay down under the throne of Allah. Read with me, just to show you how they lie. I entered the masjid when the sun had set, and he, the Prophet, was sitting. He said, O Abu Dhar, do you know where this goes? Which means the sun. I said, Allah and his messengers know better. He said, indeed it goes to seek permission to prostrate, so it is permitted, and it is as it has been said, rise from its sitting place. Do you see it? And he quoted the exact verse this Abdul was quoting in the video. Do you see it? And this is very authentic. In case you are saying maybe this is not, this is a very authentic. Sahih in Arabic, the word sahih mean authentic. So do you see how they lie? They say this is a book cannot be from not from God. When Muhammad, he said the opposite. Muhammad, he just said that the sun goes every day. He was not talking about the sun staying there and moving in the same time in orbit. He was talking about the sun moving every day, and this is how and how to explain the sun rising and the sunset. So do you see how they lie? And Muhammad, he quoted even the same verse, the guy he was reading for us. Read it. Here, it's mentioned. Huh? Read with me carefully. Allah's statement, the sun runs into its fixed course for a term. Chapter 36, verse number 38. Who explained the verse? Muhammad himself. Do you see it? I never saw this video before. I don't remember even I'm touching it. I just click on it. After less than 10 seconds, right away we found a big fat lie. And now ask yourself, who knows what the Quran meant better? This Abdul on the stage or Muhammad himself, the founder of Islam? And now as long he said that the stupid world used to think that the sun is not moving at all. And now as long we found that Muhammad obviously is the stupid one. And he said, if this is a book made by, for sure it's made by Allah, because look how the discovery, but we just discovered that this is a book cannot be made by God, because there is no way God will say such a stupid thing. So do you see how easy to defeat their lies? Imagine if I was there and this guy saying to us, oh, this book, there's no way we are better than the book of the Hindus, because there is no way this is a book made by other than God. Okay, why? Because our God discovered the sun is moving. Chapter 36, verse number 38. But this verse speaking about the sun moving every day around the earth. Do you see how they are a big fat liars? Do you think this guy did not read his book? He did not read the interpretation. He did not read what his prophet said.
That the sun was moving in its own orbit and the moon was moving in its own orbit. This is an impossibility. For him to have known that. He wasn't an astronomer. He didn't have telescopes. He didn't have any instrumentations for him to be able to perceive that. So how did he know that?
How he know?
That's
how he know that the sun goes every day and sleep under the throne of Allah and suck itself in a muddy boiling water, as the Quran says? How he knew that? And you notice, by the way, did you notice something silly? Imagine you are sitting there. Just imagine how disgusting this. All are men. The smell of testosterone. No women is allowed. Because women are not human. And if women are there, those men, they will be touching their pants.